is Noah Williams in the 1-to-1 Alpine. Oh, I'm having fun with the cones already. Yeah, track's nice and clear. Good stuff. Nice smooth inputs, that's it. So like you're smooth with the steering, and have been since sort of word go, which is good. The next phase of that smoothness is with the accelerator as well. Sort of rather than being, maybe I was saying before, rather than being digital, it's just be a little bit smoother with it. So especially through these bits and pieces there, if you're on and off, you know, that weight transfer is the thing that's then going to start moving the car around. So it's just about being smooth. Listen to the car, get the feedback, react a little bit more, a little bit less, whatever, and then go from there. Nice clear track.
Yeah.
And then feeding in the power. From about this point, you can be up pretty much at 100%. Top, nice straight line, and yeah, when it's time to brake, hard on the brakes initially, so now, and then easing off, that's it, corner's yours, right out to the left, touching paint, good stuff. Good stuff, nice and smooth, get in front of the Lamborghini. Nice. So we're a little bit offline, which makes the braking a little bit, that's it. Yeah, so left the braking a little bit sort of long, yeah. So our peak pressure should have been at the beginning rather than mid-corner. So then that compromised your turning, meant you're a little bit wider into that first section, which then follows on to the second, and then so on. That's it. Yeah, a little bit of power between the two, and then, so you can always keep like an element of accelerator on throughout both of those corners, including like the link between the two, and it's just about, like I say, just managing it, and that's where the loose hands, being relaxed, means that you get all that feedback into your brain, and you know, helps you be able to get the most out of it. That's it. That's it. Yeah, it's with a nice early peak pressure. Cool. So that was 25 bar.
Yeah.
Peak pressure. Needs to get a 60 out of you. Out of all the things that can improve drivers, including people who currently race, braking is that's where the real sort of speed comes from. It sounds a bit counterintuitive, but that's it, hard and easy off. Good stuff. So what that probably felt slower, yeah. Actually it was capacity coming back to you to work out what was going on. You weren't solely focused on braking. Yeah. So if you're racing, if you've got cars around you, that gives you a heck of a lot more capacity to be able to deal with all of that stuff. That's it. So we went in a little bit early, so you just had to fight the car around a touch. So the car feels okay, so a little bit more accelerator. Still feels okay, yeah. Then we can start pushing on, that's it. That's it. So on a track where obviously we're all going to the same place, we all know where the braking points are. Yeah, get past. You can get a little bit closer. sections where we're having to wait behind cars. Just feel the tyres starting to get nice and warm. Yeah, you go past. Yeah, go past. Oh, I don't know what he was playing out there. Go for it. Right, full width of the track. See how your corner was compromised, just because we carried too much of that braking effort too far into the braking zone. It sort of took your attention away from, you know, your turning point at the apex, because we were worried about braking so much. So remember those basics, relaxing, looking further ahead. They're still as important now as they, if not more so. Good. Really balanced. You sort of transitioned off the throttle there really nicely. Good stuff. So remember, later turn in here, just come off the accelerator, don't brake. Nice and late. A little bit of power. And then keep that on. Nice and balanced, nice and relaxed. Squeeze on the power a little bit more, just let the car naturally draw its way out. If you unwind the steering with a lot of accelerator because of the camber, it'll push you out too wide. That's it, nice and relaxed. Feeding into power. Just start to hear the tyres, just they're starting to get the heat through them now. So just starting to complain that little bit. See, there's little bits of rubber, you can feel it. That's it. Come on to the brakes. Good stuff. Fantastic. Back up power. Right out to the left. Really try and unwind that. Rather than turning to get yourself around the corner, sort of how little do I need to turn to get around this to really make the most. It's a very similar corner to the exit of Seagrave. Being able to really sort of get the most out of it. So nice and hard on the brakes. That's better. Good stuff. Make sure we're touching paint on the exit of here. Good. So nice late turn in. Really don't want to, do you? Cool. So that's telling me there's forward vision is the thing there. Yeah. Is that you probably thought you wanted to do it, but your brain wasn't letting you. Yeah. It's like, oh, no turning. Yeah. If you're turning too late, that's worse. Whereas actually it's not. That's it. There's just a touch of brake. That's it. So just because the tyres are starting to complain a little bit, you just feel it just starting to wash ever so slightly. It's good if you've got nice relaxed hands, then you start to feel that, and you can, you know, even in a short like sprint 20-minute race, when the tyres start to go off, you've got to be able to, that's it, got the four-ways flashing. cool. Right, into the pits on this one. And breathe.
It's hard work.
Yeah, absolutely it is. There's a lot of, mentally it's more than physical, although physical definitely plays a part. So if you think, I think the longest stint we used to do in the GT races was an hour before changing. So imagine doing that for an hour, but with 120 bar of braking every single time on a track with more major braking points. So it's yeah, that's where the physical side of it comes in. Super job. In fact, just leave the handbrake off, push your foot on the brake again. I'll end up cooking the pads onto the disc if I'm not careful. Good stuff. Yeah, really nice progress. It's like good, consistent, quick laps towards the end. So yeah, progress is good. So a lot of this stuff, with the caveat of, how can I put it this another way, not being a dick on the road.
Yeah.
You can use all this stuff. It doesn't have to be quick. It's not, you know, it doesn't have to be breaking speed limits. But within the speed limits, you can still make good progress. Good, you know, it's, you know, you're not dumping loads of speed to get to a roundabout off a motorway and then like, oh, I could have just gone straight through there. So that's where the forward vision helps, and be able to not have to brake for corners that you can, you know, just keep that momentum and that speed going, just like we were doing on all those sort of 6 laps. That it's there, and that's good driving. It's still safe driving. Obviously, we're all going around in the same direction here, so it takes a little bit of, you know, if you want a decent full life of being able to drive well, there's certain responsibilities you have to yourself to be able to do that, and that applies when you're racing cars as well, all that sort of thing. But no, you did really well there. I'll put a few more bits on notes.